Okay, welcome back, creatures of the night, to our next monthly installment of our look back with The Undertaker's gimmick matches. And joining me, as always, my friend, my good friend, Randy Turco, and wouldn't have anybody else with me along for this long journey as we have already. It feels like we've been here a year, but I feel like we've only been here like, what is it, a few months already?
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been doing this a while.
And we've already now this month we already digging our heels deep into three long matches of the Undertaker's history at the Elimination Chamber. And it feels like this month is the best month to do that, as the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view had just passed us. And I feel like this is as good a time as any to get rid of these three matches from the Undertaker's history and take a look back at a good period of Undertaker's career and matches that are instrumental in his history.
Yeah, and a lot of times we'll do two or three matches and there's gonna be one throwaway. There's like a Heidenreich match in there or something like that. But this time around, like they're all elimination chambers. They're all 30-minute bangers. They're not too bad. Undertaker doesn't win them all, but they're all pretty good matches. And it's so funny, like you mentioned, he wasn't in Elimination Chamber for the longest time, and then he's in three in a row, right? Oh eight,
Yeah.
oh nine, 2010. Boom, boom, boom. So
Hmm.
kind of getting that that's the classic Undertaker, not the original Undertaker, but that if I'm to close my eyes and picture Undertaker, it's probably going to be that 2008, 9, 10 Undertaker, still doing the hat and the cloak, but with the singlet top and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
that last incarnation that we know of him anyway.
Yeah. By his it's a lot of what people grew up with the Undertaker, a lot of like a lot of fans nowadays. This is what they picture when they see him, like what they see him in more present day. This is what he looks like. But this is like his, a lot of career defining moments at this time where he wins the World Heavyweight Championship, where he has the WrestleMania streak matches with Batista, Shawn Michaels. Um, and having the winning one of the Elimination Chamber matches, having another one set up the last Shawn Michaels match. These are instrumental matches, and Undertaker, like you said, one after another here after not being in one for so long.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm excited to get through them.
Yeah, I
It's
think for the longest time the Elimination Chamber was like a Raw centered pay-per-view, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, and did I tell you I was at an Elimination Chamber? I've been to one.
No, which one were you at?
I'll have to tweet a picture at you. But I was at 2014, so 20 it was after Taker, but I was at Elimination Chamber 2014. They had it here in Minneapolis. We don't get the big four, so we get like TLC and Elimination Chamber, and it was kind of cool to go and see this thing, this monstrosity in person. They had a good match that night. I'm sure I'll talk about it at some point later. It was a good match. I think it was for the WWE title with John Cena. So you know who won already.
Oh, of course.
But it was a good match, and it was cool to see that thing in person. That was the night that the six man, the Shield, and the Wyatts kind of stole the show, even though they weren't in the
Oh
yeah
yeah.
they were not in the Elimination Chamber, but they stole the show anyway. That's what everybody remembers that pay-per-view for.
Okay, okay. Yeah, well, we'll dive deeper into that later on in the program.
Yeah,
But the
I had kind of forgotten that I was even there until watch along Tommy on the spot tweeted about that pay-per-view. He's like, oh, 9 years ago today. I'm like, hey, I was there, and
I
so
was
I'm glad
there.
he,
You pulling your
yeah.
best Bruce Pritchard. I was there.
I was there, yes.
Well, are you ready to get started with No Way Out 2008?
Almost ready. I was gonna say,
Oh,
I know we got a long one ahead of us, so I don't want to put too much fluff in there before we ring the bell and get started. But
okay.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention, dude, SummerSlam in Detroit. Like
Yes.
we are anybody. If there's anybody out there listening outside of me and Steve
Outside of me.
and Alex of Talking Taker fame, they announced SummerSlam for Detroit, lovely Detroit. When you think of
Oh,
SummerSlam, you think of like New York, LA, Detroit, of course.
Lovely Detroit, lovely this time of year.
And I've of course got family in Detroit. That's where I'm from, and family's in Metro Detroit and Toledo, 1 hour away. And so I go there a couple times a year to visit anyway. And we had always talked about if there was a centrally located big event, maybe we could all meet up. You, me, Alex Dorio from Talking Taker fame in person after all these years. And I don't know, man. I mean, I know tickets don't go on sale till April. The event isn't till August. Lots of things can happen in life. But so far, everybody seems like they're game. Everybody seems like they're ready to go to SummerSlam, especially if we get a one dead man show the night before.
Oh, we have to have the one dead man show.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the icing on that cake there.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get too excited because I've already bought my, as you know, my VHS copy of Suburban Commando for him to autograph. Like I am ready for the one dead man show. I'm ready to go to SummerSlam and knock that off my big four list. I'm ready to meet you guys in person and hang out for a weekend. Like I'm trying not to get excited because so many things could happen between now and then to take it.
You were in Detroit before for WrestleMania?
I was there the last time they had a big four. The last time they had an event at Ford Field where the Lions play was all the way back in 07 was WrestleMania 23, and I was there. So
well, you know what? We have to. Hopefully, we can do it. I'm up for it. You know,
I was surprised. Like I'm obviously gonna go because I have family there and I drive. That's a 10-hour drive. I do that all the time. But I was surprised when these Southern boys are like, "Yeah, man, we'll come up to Detroit," and I'm like, "On purpose?"
Yeah, on purpose. Well, you know, my old stomping grounds is Illinois. You know, it's not too far away. So,
hey, real quick, do you miss the Midwest weather this week? I showed you.
absolutely not.
I texted you pictures of we got buried.
Yes, and you see how I totally ignored it.
Yes, sold me on the 19 to 26 inches.
Totally, I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know why I live here. I don't know why I live here. I got to think about moving.
Yeah. Randy, is that an instant block? Do you really want to remind me of my the snow weather? No.
I don't mind. Hey, I don't mind taking my turn. I know where I live, but 19 to 26 inches is excessive.
Yes.
Excessive.
It is.
Now I'm ready for the matches.
Now you're ready. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you are following along with us, we are watching season 10, episode 1 of No Way Out 2008 on Peacock. We are queued up at 31 minutes, 45 seconds, getting ready to watch the SmackDown and ECW stars battle it out for a chance at the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 24. And are you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So we shall count it down as we always do. 3, 2, 1, play.
I don't know if you mentioned we're at 31:45. I don't know if you
we are.
Yes. Okay, good.
Undertaker Batista starting it off.
And really, you know, we skipped the entrances, but like these are the only two guys who could feasibly win, right? I mean, you got Great Khali in there,
Yeah.
Big Vis. I think Finley's in there, right?
And MVP.
An MVP, a very young MVP. Like, there's no way. It's definitely going to start with these two guys, and it should end with these two guys. It could be a singles match for all we care.
And literally, spoiler alert, it does end with these two guys.
Right.
I mean, come on, let's give that away at least.
Right. They had they just finished feuding for pretty much all of 2007, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
And when I was watching the entrances and Khali came down and Big Vis came down and Big Daddy V, I'm like, can these guys fit in the pod? Like Big Daddy V's a little wide and Khali's a little tall, but they fit in there. I'll be damned.
I mean, like, come on. Are you really going to have a WrestleMania World Heavyweight title match with Great Khali, with Big Vis, with Finley, with MVP?
Right.
I mean, come on. It's only Undertaker and Batista here.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of these guys are they're just filler, time filler.
I miss this old chamber.
Right. This is 08. So no, I probably saw the different chamber in 2014. I'm trying to think of the one that I saw the way it looked. I think it was a different chamber. I remember not being impressed by the chamber at the beginning of it all. Like Elimination Chamber sounds like a toilet. So I didn't like the name. It doesn't sound great. And it really is. It's kind of, it's just the Hell in the Cell, but it's a multi-man. I mean, you got pods to hold the other guys for a little while, but it's just a multi-man Hell in a Cell. But I've come around to it a lot. I've watched, my 4-year-old loves WWE, and I had to watch the 2023 Elimination Chamber 3 or 4 times now because of him, and it was pretty good. I gotta say, I've come around on Elimination
3 or 4
Chamber.
times the same pay-per-view?
Oh my God. You know, toddlers watch the same thing. They don't care. They want you to, they want to watch Toy Story 6 times back to back to back to back. So he does that with, gosh, he loves to play Survivor Series war games, but he calls it Survivor Serious, Survivor Serious. And he calls
Serious
this,
Snape.
yeah, he calls this, Elimination Chamber. I don't know why he adds a G on there, but he does. I've come around to it a lot. I really have. I didn't love it at first when it came out, but I've come around to the
I didn't
Elimination.
think that pay-per-view was that good, but okay.
Yeah, he's into it, man. I was watching a little bit of this pay-per-view before the match starts, and Mike Adamle is part of the WWE right now, as possibly the worst backstage
Oh
interviewer
my God, no, not Mike Adamle.
from American Gladiators. Yeah.
Oh my God. Jeff Harvey and the Taz.
Yes. Yes. And they made him a GM eventually, right?
Yes, yes, they did.
Unbelievable.
Swear that must have been a rib.
Yeah, I don't know how that guy was employed, but he was there for a while. And then they Floyd Mayweather made an appearance, I think, at this pay-per-view too, trying to pump up his WrestleMania 24, I guess, match with the Big Show.
That's a good way to describe it. WrestleMania 24, I guess match.
Yes, I guess it was a match.
I guess it was a match.
Kind of reminds me of Sami Zayn doing the jackass thing that this WrestleMania. Like, it wasn't very serious, but it was, people will remember that, you know, working with the celebrities.
Oh yeah. The celebrities always has an impact somehow in WrestleMania.
Right. Batista's gotten, like, I would say he's gotten the majority of this offense early on against The Undertaker as we get ready to count down for the third person coming in. Oh, and a
Ooh,
double
big
boot.
boot.
Very Hulk Hogan Ultimate Warrior there with the double big boot. And you know, whoever's coming in next here, if it's Big Daddy V or Khali, they're not lasting very long. Okay, it's Big Daddy V.
That was going around another time that shouldn't have.
Yeah, that this is like when Big Show comes in the Rumble first. Like, you know, he's not lasting an hour, right? Like, he's not going to be around for a while. Big Daddy V goes right for the Undertaker, and he's giving him those like live long and prosper chops, like with his V symbol, and he's chopping the guy with that.
Don't break Undertaker's orbital bone again.
Right, right. Big Daddy V, as we know, no longer with us, unfortunately. And I'm pretty sure if I read up on it right, when he died, he was cremated, right?
Well, I would imagine.
Right, right. But he was cremated because he's such a big dude, and his wife had his ashes put into like keychains or medallions for, I'm not kidding, like 50 of his friends. And because he had so many ashes, they just put him in little keychains or little medallions. I'm pretty sure I read that right. And she passed him out to 50 of his closest friends because there's so many ashes.
Yeah, she probably couldn't carry an urn.
Right,
It
right.
probably would have been like 20 pounds.
Look at that standing on the Undertaker's sternum.
Oh God.
Chin, close to his orbital bone.
Just
Oh, and he's fighting off Batista now. There he goes with those V slaps again.
you gotta have a gimmick.
Does it hurt more when you spread your fingers like that? I don't know. He's Big Daddy V is currently managed by Matt Stryker, who's now a commentator on MLW.
Good for him.
Yes, he's still out there.
I didn't even think he was still alive.
Matt Stryker?
Yeah.
You thought
Haven't
he
you?
was you thought he was in some keychains too?
Yeah. Ooh.
So yeah, he slaps Taker so hard, Taker falls out of the Elimination Chamber wall and it gives way and he falls to the floor. Take a look at this, Steven. Is this a work or a shoot? Because they don't do anything with this. Like they get Taker up and they escort him back in the ring and they lock the door. I think this was a shoot. I don't think that was supposed to open. Like it doesn't
No,
lead to anything, you
I
know?
don't think anything. I don't think that was supposed to happen.
Like he leans against the wall and it just totally gives way and Undertaker falls ass over tea kettle onto the floor and then they hurry up and escort him back in and then lock the door again.
I don't think that it was locked properly.
Right. Like they they had something recently where like, oh, Montez Ford has a concussion. We have to open the door. And that's how Logan Paul got in to screw with Seth Rollins. Like there was nothing that happened as a result of this. It was just he fell out and they put him back in. So I think it was the real deal.
Yeah. I don't think it was locked properly.
Yeah. Big stinger splash from from Big Daddy V, who is his choice of attire with those suspenders. It makes me think I'm seeing something I shouldn't be seeing on Channel
Oh my
9.
God. Well, you're giving them a lot more cushion.
That's true. And a big spine buster from Batista. I don't know how he got Big Daddy V up for that spine buster.
I don't know.
When he clotheslined him out to the steel floor. And Big Daddy V was like overselling the landing on the steel floor there. Oh, and a DDT from Taker. Batista covers him, but Batista's legs were like resting on the rope. But apparently in the Elimination Chamber, no DQ, so we don't care about. Oh, now he's pinning him again. Oh, he's pinning Undertaker. Got it. Okay.
He's pinning Undertaker. Got it.
Like, why is he pinning Big Daddy V again? He already got Big Daddy V. Got it. So yeah, as predicted, Big Daddy V doesn't last very long. Who's in next? Oh, here comes Khali. I'm sure he'll last 2 seconds.
Oh my God.
Because Khali's another guy that the Undertaker's already feuded with. Another guy that can't really move all that well. Undertaker's already had his feud with him. Boom, big Khali chop on the Undertaker. Boom, big Khali chop on Batista. It's pretty much the only move he has.
Sad. This is ridiculous. Right? With the crowd chanting in unison, you can't wrestle.
Nice. It is true. It is true.
What a time to be alive.
Right. Sometimes I know Vince McMahon loves that airport test and making sure those guys can get eyes on them and they're freaks of nature, but being able to move helps.
Freaks of nature.
Right. Being able to move helps. Taker's going to go for a choke slam.
Oh, gosh.
Nope.
Well, that didn't work.
Khali goes for his double vice grip slam.
Yeah, just drop him.
Taker kicks out of his finisher. Good for Khali for going right after Batista and Undertaker, though, the two most dangerous guys in this match.
Okay, then if he didn't go after them, who else would he go after? There's nobody else in there.
Oh, two.
No, just chop Undertaker again.
Right, just for no good reason. And I feel like Big Daddy V, this is how his time went too. Like Big Daddy V came in, picked a bunch of ass, and then randomly got eliminated. And Khali's coming in and he's squeezing Batista's head like a zit right now. And
Oh my God.
he's just kicking some ass, and then he's just going to get eliminated randomly.
Low blow.
Boom.
Spear.
Batista spear.
Big boot.
I feel like Batista pinned Big Daddy V, so doesn't Undertaker get Khali, I think? Oh. Oh, and
Oh,
he
there goes the manager.
big boot to Ranjin Singh.
Props for you for remembering his name.
Yes.
Oh, here goes Kali.
Is he gonna try is this the Hell's Gate?
Yeah.
Because that was his thing at that point, was Hell's Gate. I think he gets Edge to tap to it at WrestleMania, I think.
Yeah.
Hell's Gate, allegedly Khali tapped. I didn't see it, but okay, works for me. Hey, he tapped out, man. Sometimes the trash takes itself out. See ya.
And again, just like Big Daddy V eliminated before the next guy.
Right? Yeah. I forget who's next in the I think it's Finley. I think MVP has like the best draw. MVP comes in last.
Undertaker's been through a lot already in this match. He's been revisited by his ghost of his orbital bone broken past.
Right?
He's been dropped out of the Elimination Chamber.
And then he fought Khali again with his
Fought Kali again, which is another ghost of his past.
Yeah, with his elevated liver enzymes or whatever. Taker pinning Batista on the steel. They're really selling the steel steps. Like Big Daddy V like oversold that backdrop that he took onto the steel floor. And now Taker is going to be dragging Batista by the legs and raking his back on the Elimination Chamber floor there, the steel part. And Batista is like selling it like it is the worst thing ever.
Well, it could possibly be the worst thing ever.
Maybe it is. I've never been in a chamber match, so maybe I should just shut up.
Yeah, you're right. It's Finley.
So here comes Finley. No doubt a tough guy. I remember him back to WCW, but like you said, there's 0% chance he's winning the Elimination Chamber and going to WrestleMania.
0% chance. What does he go up against at WrestleMania? He goes up against like JBL or somebody, right?
JBL, yeah, they have like a Belfast brawl at WrestleMania. I think it's like the opening match or something
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
Yeah.
And it's all centered around this is around like the McMahon's bastard child storyline, right?
I think so, yeah.
God.
My favorite Finley memory is he was pretty damn good in the WCW video game. I think it was World Tour. He was pretty damn good on that. But that's about where my Finley memories end. WCW video game, A-OK.
Oh wow. My Finley memories.
Right. World Tour? I don't think he was in Revenge, or maybe I got it backwards. If anybody's ever won the world title on World Tour or Revenge with Finley, let us know.
Yes, because we have to know.
Right. Batista just did the slingshotted Finley into the chain link wall of the Elimination Chamber. Finley didn't fall out. I don't know what the Undertaker's problem was, but Finley didn't fall out.
Oh my God.
I didn't realize or remember how much one-on-one time that Batista and the Undertaker got in this match.
Yeah, Undertaker and Batista been in there since the beginning.
Right. And then they've, eliminate a big guy, go back to each other, eliminate the next big guy, come back to each other. And I didn't realize how much time they got. Finley doing the smart thing here, just trying to pin somebody that's down. Like we're going to see throughout these three matches, guys are just dumb. Like Guys are breaking up submission holds. They're breaking up pinfalls. And I'm like, what are you people doing? Oh, Taker gets thrown over the top rope to the steel floor by Finley.
Ah, this was a Royal Rumble match. Undertaker been eliminated.
I would be pissing myself, sir, if Finley eliminated the Undertaker. I was pissing myself when Maven eliminated him. I was not a happy kid.
Oh man, that's memories I have ingrained in my brain as well.
Say, did you happen to watch? I think you did, right? You guys got pay-per-views all the time at your house. Did you watch Rumble 02 live?
Oh man, I would think so. I think we usually ordered the big four.
Right, right. I did watch it in college, and I was not. My friends gave me a lot of crap, and I was unhappy. I was unhappy. I wanted him to win the Rumble so bad, and I didn't think they were ever gonna give it to him. Oh wow, Finley just threw the Undertaker into the pod, and the pod wall, the little glass wall broke. And now Batista just threw Finley into the post.
It's because Undertaker is such just a mass of a man.
That's right. I forget off the top of my head. Do we eliminate Finley before MVP comes in? What's the over-under there?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. I don't remember.
I think MVP comes in and Finley's still there.
Batista top rope suplex, only good for 2. Oh yeah, I think you're right. Here we go. Counting down 5, 4, 3, 2. Taker sees the countdown or can hear the crowd, and he goes right outside of MVP's pod. He's like waiting for the door to open.
He's so smart.
And MVP's trying to keep it closed, and little Nate is trying to open it from the outside. There you go. Taker finally breaks in, and he joins him in the pod. And he's just giving it to MVP. Best pure striker in the game, Steven.
Of course. Where's Michael Cole to say that?
Right. And then he just leaves. He just kicks MVP's ass and leaves, and he goes out to the ring and starts fighting with Batista again.
I would have dragged his ass out and tried to pin him.
Right. I agree.
Come on, Undertaker.
Get your head in the game, sir.
That's right.
All 3 guys are reeling. MVP's just getting out of his pod. Finley's laying under the rope in one corner. Undertaker just took a kick from MVP, who tries to pin him after 1 kick. Okay. He did hook both legs, though.
Okay, props for that.
Right. Oh, so MVP unzips his Scuba Steve outfit, and he's got that metal MVP.
Scuba Steve outfit.
Yeah, it looks like a scuba outfit that he wears. So he unzips his Scuba Steve outfit, and he's got that metal, almost like that metal John Cena chain that he wears underneath it. And he's choking Finley out with it. And now he's going to deck the Undertaker with it right in the face. Several times.
Well, he's making him bleed the hard way.
I believe that. Yeah, it's a metal chain. Kick out by the Undertaker, but yeah, there he is. Taker is bleeding. MVP gonna hit anybody else with it? Just Undertaker? So Taker is pretty much no selling this these shots to the face by the chain, the loaded shots of MVP, and he's telling him to give him some more. I love it. And these guys feuded. Kane and the Undertaker feuded with MVP and Kennedy at the end of 06. I remember we covered that.
Oh yeah, how can we forget that beautiful feud?
Right. So they are not strangers. And Taker's just taking everything this guy has. MVP looking a little scared, and he's now MVP leaping to the top of the pod to get away from the Undertaker.
And Batista's crawling away. He's seen this before.
Right. What is the end game here with Taker on the top rope, MVP on the top of the pod? Oh, he goozled him.
That's the end game.
And a kind of a choke slam, a reverse choke slam. He threw him off by the neck off of the top of the pod. And MVP is quite dead. And Finley picks up the bones. And he gets the 1, 2, 3, and MVP is out of here.
Wow, and Finley gets a pinfall.
Yeah. Who knew Finley would finish with the bronze here in the Elimination Chamber?
Wow.
All right, Scuba Steve is out.
God.
Taker's now on the top rope, and he's like, I might as well do a Macho Man elbow onto Finley. Forget the fact that I'm 7 foot tall and he misses terribly. That's why you don't see him doing that, you know?
I wonder what runs through these people's minds.
Undertaker doing a Macho Man elbow there looked like me trying to do one in the pool. It looked terrible. Oh, and look.
Oh, here's this little fucker.
Here's Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle from under the ring gives the shillelagh to Finley, and he's cleaning house now on Batista and the Undertaker.
Well, he got one shot at each. And Batista, oh, never mind.
There we go. Trying to pin him. I think Big Dave's gonna blade now. So now we're gonna have Undertaker bleeding from MVP, and we're gonna have
that's it.
Bleeding. Boom.
Oh,
Choke slam onto the dreaded steel that we've been selling the whole match. Finley is convulsing like he's been electrocuted. And he's out of here. But not before he makes Batista bleed with his shillelagh. Extra points if you can spell shillelagh.
extra points.
Extra points, yeah. Boy, they set it up perfectly, though. They sold that steel grating for the whole match. Various guys did, and then one devastating choke slam for Finley, and he's out of here. And we're back where we started. Batista and Taker, yeah. Both bleeding, equally damaged. Boom. I think Undertaker and Batista both have 2 eliminations, or they both have.
Undertaker eliminated Khali and Finley. Finley eliminated MVP, and Batista eliminated Big Daddy V.
Okay.
So who's gonna get the last one?
Right. My friends and I always talk about Batista's neck hot dogs. You know, like when a bald guy, you could see like his neck skin is like, I don't know, skin rolls like right in his neck. And he has a lot of neck hot dogs.
Neck hot dogs, just like Triple H.
Triple H has a lot of neck hot dogs now too. That's true. They're slugging it out with each other. Again, Undertaker's the best striker in the game. I don't know if I would do that, Dave. Batista bomb, a clean Batista bomb.
Oh, but he can't get the.
He can't get the cover. Oh, and a 2 count. Taker kicks out of his special. So Taker kicked out of the double vice grip Khali finisher, and now he's kicked out of the Batista bomb. It's a good Batista bomb.
Undertaker's running on that full momentum from kicking out of a finisher.
Right. Oh, you know what this is right away. Batista gets on the top rope for the 10 punch, but Undertaker's hands are below.
Oh, you know where this is going.
You know where this is going.
Yes.
Oh, Taker with the last ride counter that we saw at WrestleMania X7 against Triple H. Last ride. And now it's the Undertaker that can't get the pin right away after the powerbomb finisher. Can he get over there in time?
Batista's convulsing over here.
Right. Also electrocuted like Finley. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh. And now both have kicked out of the power bombs. What do you got to do to win the Elimination Chamber?
Undertaker's got to pull out his best.
Well, I don't think Batista has another finisher, but I do know we haven't seen a tombstone yet. I don't know if that's how this ends, but.
Oh yeah, you don't want to give anything away in like a 15-year-old match.
Right.
See, Undertaker didn't hook that leg.
I was just gonna say a somewhat sensual romantic cover from the Undertaker there. Oh, Taker picks him up for the tombstone, but Batista reverses it and throws the Undertaker out onto the steel grating.
Oh,
The dreaded steel grating that electrocutes you. I do like this finish that's coming up here. Batista grating the Undertaker's forehead against the chain link. Picks the Undertaker up for like on his shoulder, and he starts ramming the Undertaker's head into the Elimination Chamber wall. I think he's going to try it again. Yes,
well, if
sir.
it worked the first time, you gotta try it a second time.
And
Oh,
this time the Undertaker puts his hands up and grabs the wall. They
oh,
slingshot off. They use the top rope to reverse the tombstone.
such a great finisher.
That was a good finish. And that does the trick. Undertaker.
You just love that visual. Once he gets him in the tombstone, everybody like jumps up behind him.
Right. They go, oh, I think they start connecting the dots like, oh shit, this is how this is going to end. That was a damn good finish.
It was.
That reminds me of Shawn Michaels doing that sunset flip right into the Undertaker for a tombstone at WrestleMania 25. I remember going, oh my God, that was a great sequence. Hey, Undertaker's 1-0 in Elimination Chambers. We got us a streak going here.
I know, right? If only it would have continued.
Right. It progressively gets worse the whole
It
night.
does, especially for him.
Yes. I think this means the Undertaker, he wins the feud against Batista.
Yes, I think that, especially with him winning that chairs match in 2009, I think that caps it off nicely.
Yeah, you be the judge of that, folks. But I think that means he wins the feud with Batista. I do point out. I like to kind of track and see where all the participants of this match went at just shortly after the Elimination Chamber. MVP went to the Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania 24. And then he feuded with Matt Hardy later in the year for the US title. And he's still with the WWE today, as you know, possibly getting the Hurt Business back together. Batista looks like, let's see what he did. Batista faced Umaga at WrestleMania 24.
Oh my God.
And then then HBK, he feuded with HBK because he was mad at him for retiring Ric Flair. And then Finley, I thought Finley was going to have nothing, but Finley, like you said, JBL at WrestleMania 24, and then he goes off to ECW after that. Taker, as you know, is off to fight Edge and for the World Heavyweight Championship. He gets hurt, and then he ends up leaving, which seems like that was his story for like 4 years in a row, unfortunately. Khali did the 30-man battle royal at WrestleMania before it was called the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. And then he feuded with the Big Show after that, which I'm glad we don't have to cover that feud.
Oh, thank God for small favors.
Big Daddy V, this is his last ever WWE pay-per-view. His last WWE match is on March 11th, 2008 in a loss to CM Punk, just a couple of weeks after this pay-per-view, and he is ultimately released in August of 2008. So the last WWE pay-per-view for Big Daddy V. Pour one out.
Wow.
Daddy V, yeah.
Wow, I didn't expect him to go out in an Elimination Chamber loss.
Right, right. There it is, yes.
Well, who would have guessed? Well, thank you for that update. And from now, we move on to exactly 1 year later at No Way Out 2009, where The Undertaker will be doing battle inside the Elimination Chamber for the WWE Championship match. So instead of battling for the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE title has moved over to SmackDown at this time.
Yeah, it's so this is still at No Way Out. So they don't have like the Elimination pay-per-view yet. It's the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view still at No Way Out, which makes sense, the whole No Way Out, because you're locked in a cage, I guess, and there's no way out. Second, like we said, second straight year in the Elimination Chamber. It's like you said, it's for the WWE title. It's not a shot at the title, it's for the actual title.
It's the actual title.
And this is 1 month removed from the Royal Rumble 2009 in lovely Detroit, and I was there, and I saw Randy Orton win that Rumble. And it actually, so I've been to 2 WrestleManias and a Rumble. So with SummerSlam, if we go this year, that'll knock off. I'm just left with the Survivor Series because I was at the Rumble right before this this pay-per-view.
Look at you.
Yes, Taker is wearing his rosary tights today.
His rosary tights.
He's got a little bit of a different attire going on, and he's not starting it off. He's actually in a pod this time, so that'll be a little bit different to see him in the pod. And then it's interesting because it looks like Edge and Jeff Hardy are going to start this match, and then there's a bunch of filler in there that we'll talk about, like Big Show and Kozlov, and
oh my God,
definitely guys who have no chance to win this match. But at least there's Edge, Jeff Hardy, and Triple H is in this match, is he not?
Yeah, so any of those people can win it except Big Show and Vladimir Kozlov.
And Kozlov, you know, those are throwaways, absolutely.
Oh, absolute throwaways. But
I'm queued up at 14:25 whenever you are ready, Steven. I know you might be queuing up still.
14:25.
I think it's the leadoff match. So I think he closed the pay-per-view last time, and I think he's opening the pay-per-view up this time.
Yes, Undertaker enters the Elimination Chamber first, goes into the first pod, and yeah, we are treated to an Elimination Chamber full of only SmackDown superstars, not a mixture of SmackDown and ECW like beforehand.
Right.
But
and I don't even know, is ECW still a thing in 09? I legit don't remember.
I believe it is. I think it's on its last leg.
It's dying. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's on its last leg before McMahon just comes out one day on ECW and says, you know what? This is the last episode. We'll get rid of it. It's like,
right.
Okay. But I am queued up at 14:25 as well as you for season 11, episode 1 of No Way Out, the last Elimination Chamber to actually take place at No Way Out's pay-per-view. As the following year, we get the first ever Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
Right.
So that is something to look forward to as the Undertaker looks to participate in his try to get his second win at the Elimination Chamber. So are you ready?
1-0. It's a streak. Yes, sir. I am ready.
So 3, 2, 1, play.
Boom. So Jeff Hardy and Edge starting off with each other. Edge is the WWE champion coming into this. So the champion, unfair or bad draw, I guess, being one of the guys to start the match, trying to defend his title against 5 other guys. And Edge and Jeff Hardy go back to their, their TLC days, so they know each other well.
Oh, sure. And who would have guessed that Edge would be still wrestling to this day?
Right, right, absolutely. Edge and maybe Jeff Hardy. I don't know if he's still in it or not. Jeff Hardy kind of comes and goes whenever he pleases, but yeah,
Yeah. He's has a lot of troubles.
sure.
The Edge is the last basically active competitor that's still in this match.
Right.
Who would have thought? Who would have
Well,
thought that he would outlast Triple H and Undertaker?
in the last match, the winner was MVP. Who the hell would ever think of that?
Yeah, right?
Edge dominating Jeff Hardy here, and he gets a 2 count. Yeah, Big Show was pointing at Edge from the pod. I think they got some La Familia history for sure.
No.
I remember La Familia.
Who can forget La Familia? As Big Show is just coming off his feud with the Undertaker.
Right.
His multi-month feud with the Undertaker beat him in 2 out of 3 matches, eliminated him from the Royal Rumble.
It's weird for us to cover a match where like the Undertaker is not actively in it right now. Like, do we fast forward to when he comes in? Like, how do we handle this? Jeff Hardy getting a little bit of revenge now. Split-legged leg drop on Edge and a drop kick. So now he's got the momentum. He hasn't taken his little wife beater off. That's when the girls scream. So it's like taking his straps down for him.
It's like taking his straps down.
Right. Boom. Edge eats a twist of fate. And Jeff's going up for the swanton, but he's, Edge is the WWE champion. So no way. Yeah, no water in the pool. He misses everybody completely.
One chance too many, as JR put it.
Edge looking like he's going to go for the spear. And Jeff Hardy reverses it into a schoolboy, and he gets the 3.
Oh my God.
And the WWE champion is eliminated. Edge is pleading with Little Nate that it was a 2. Little Nate says it was a 3, and we got a new champion already guaranteed. Edge is out of here in about 3 minutes.
A new champion guaranteed.
Big Show laughing, Triple H laughing. Everybody's laughing in their pod. Undertaker doesn't laugh.
Undertaker's just pacing.
Right. Jeff Hardy, the big daredevil, is able to counter a spear with a legit wrestling move.
A legit wrestling move.
Yeah. And Mike Chioda telling him to get the hell out of the Elimination Chamber, and Edge just can't believe he's lost his belt.
So now Jeff Hardy just waits.
Yeah, apparently in Elimination Chambers, it's not like it's like the Rumble in a way where like the timer is up when the timer's up. They don't care about an elimination. So the next guy doesn't come in until 5 minutes. They don't care if you eliminate somebody in 2 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
Apparently. So let's see who it is here. Taker, Show, Triple H, Kozlov. Who is joining Jeff Hardy in the center of the ring? Oh, and here comes Vladimir Kozlov in my dad's tighty whities.
My God, Vladimir Kozlov, who looks nothing like this anymore.
Vladimir Kozlov, not in 2009. He looks like I don't know if you ever see Scary Movie. He looks like Doofy from Scary Movie, but yeah, he doesn't look like this at all now. I've seen pictures of him now.
He's like an action film star,
right?
With a big beard. Who would have guessed?
He wasn't. I don't know if you remember him differently. He was like built very seriously at the beginning. Like he was a threat to possibly face the Undertaker at WrestleMania instead of Shawn Michaels, which is crazy. And but yeah, within a second, he's what? Doing a comedy act with Santino Marella. Remember that? So he didn't last too long at the top.
Yeah, I remember that.
Jeff Hardy's job is going to be to sell for Vladimir Kozlov like a rag doll.
I like how they point out that Vladimir Kozlov has a victory over the Undertaker. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I don't think
At this point, who doesn't?
Vladimir Kozlov, I don't think at this point has been pinned at all coming into tonight. Food for thought, ladies and gentlemen. Vladimir just ramming Jeff Hardy's back into the chain link fence over and over again. And now he does a fall away slam with him over the top rope. Just like I said, throwing him like a rag doll. I don't think I ever bought into Vladimir Kozlov, but I was very scared that The Office was going to. And I was like, please don't have
very scared that The Office was going to.
Please don't give me Undertaker Kozlov at WrestleMania 25. We saw it the whole time I was growing up. They put Undertaker against whoever. Please don't do Kozlov. And thankfully they did not.
And please don't give me a Kozlov victory.
No.
Can you imagine
the streak ending with Kozlov?
Streak ending with Kozlov, and then they fire him 6 months later.
Right. Oh, kicking Jeff Hardy in the stomach as he lays across the top rope. Vladimir's dominated him this whole 5 minutes here.
If there's one solace we have about Lesnar breaking it, at least Lesnar's still there.
Right. And he's Brock Lesnar. He's legit. Okay.
And then that's the only solace, at least he wasn't like fired 6 months later.
Kozlov got a 2 on Jeff Hardy. He's at least keeping him grounded. I mean, Jeff Hardy's the high flyer. I don't think they eliminate each other. I think Big Show's going to join this match next, I think. I don't think they get... I think it's still going to be Kozlov, Hardy, and Big Show, I think. Now we're doing a rest hold in the Elimination Chamber match. He's giving him a very nice waist lock on the ground. They're replaying a very nice backbreaker that Kozlov gave to Hardy.
It's so necessary to replay a backbreaker.
Right.
Like it's such a powerful finishing move.
Man, Jeff Hardy just cannot figure out Vladimir Kozlov. The guy who just disposed of Edge can't figure out Vladimir Kozlov. Well, Kozlov's going to speed things up here.
Oh boy.
That's where he went wrong. Hardy jumps off his back and drop kicks him in the shoulders. And now Jeff Hardy's going to drive the boat for a little while. It's got to be about time for the Big Show.
Well, do you really want the Big Show?
No, I don't.
I mean, come on, you got to ask yourself the hard-hitting questions here.
And well, Big Show eliminated Taker from the Rumble 09. He was the guy that eliminated him. And I'm sitting there at the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit going, please don't give me Big Show and The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Please don't give me that.
I was thinking it.
Ah.
At that time, I was thinking, great, they're going to replay Undertaker Big Show WrestleMania.
There we go. 3, 2, 1. So Kozlov and Hardy are still in there.
I hate because Undertaker eliminated Big Show from the Rumble first, and then Big Show, when he's eliminated, eliminates Undertaker. I hate when that happens.
We should go through and count how many times Undertaker's been eliminated by somebody who's already eliminated. I bet you it's been a lot.
Yeah, it's at least twice. Got at least Big Show in Austin.
Yeah. Oh, Big Show rips the wife beater off of Jeff Hardy.
Oh, here we go.
Jeff Hardy bumping around like a rag doll now for Big Show. He's the Spike Dudley of this match.
It's the Spike Dudley of this match.
Your job. Just go out there and make everybody look good.
Oh, well, it's hard to make Big Show look good.
I think here the two heels, Big Show and Kozlov, are going to start teaming up on Jeff Hardy and showing each other, like trying to play like, can you top this? Oh, yeah, you do a headbutt? I'm going to do 2 headbutts. Oh, 3 headbutts. What's the Big Show's answer to that? Oh, and I think he punched him in the man parts. Big Show just did.
Oh, he punched him. He punched him in the man parts.
Right. So now let's see what Kozlov's answer to that is. Now it's Kozlov's turn, and
punch him in the ass.
And he kneed him in the man parts.
Oh my god!
And they're like the whole time they're doing this one-upsmanship thing. They're like keeping they're like making. They don't stop eye contact with each other. Kozlov and Big Show. This is very, very sexual. I don't know. Very kinky. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
I wonder what Undertaker's thinking in the pod.
Yeah, he's probably thinking I'm staying in here. I don't know what these guys are doing. Body slam from Big Show. Let's see now what Kozlov does. Still making weirdo eye contact with each other the whole time. And now Kozlov with a scoop slam.
Oh, man.
Still making eye contact with each other. Big Show's turn. Oh, Jeff Hardy's trying to fight back a little bit on the Big Show with some body shots. Oh, Big Show shuts him down with a headbutt. It's almost is reminiscent of like 1980s wrestling with just random elbow drops and headbutts and atomic drops.
It's like the Iron Sheik and like some like 80s heel, and then the real American theme's gonna start playing. Here comes Hulk Hogan.
Right. Or Jeff Hardy. Hey Jeff, we want you to go out and we want you to eliminate the world champion right away. But the rest of your night's gonna be hell, you know.
Just wait till the Undertaker gets in there.
Right, right. Boom. Big chop, open-handed chop in the corner from the Big Show to Jeff Hardy. And Kozlov is going to turn on the Big Show with a shoulder block.
He turned on the Big Show.
It's every man for himself. Big Show not going to be happy. Big Show's got some neck hot dogs. I don't think he's got as many as Batista, but he's got them.
He's got some neck hot dogs.
I hope there's some neck hot dogs in the next match. We'll have to see what happens.
Oh my god.
Kozlov and Big Show. This is like Tyson and Austin right here.
Oh yeah, Tyson and Austin. Tyson and Austin.
Big Show and Kozlov. Oh, 10, 9. So we still haven't eliminated anybody since Edge. And here comes either Undertaker or Triple H.
Undertaker wants out.
Which I think now that Edge is gone, you could probably forecast Undertaker Triple H as your final 2, right? I mean,
yeah, I think you can forecast that as well.
Triple
H.
So the game on, literally.
Game on.
Yeah. And he is just house on fire, just taking it to Big Show. Harley race knee. Kozlov gets a knee.
Oh, the jumping knee.
Yes, he does. Used to be one of my moves in No Mercy.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Whenever you play Triple H, you got to do that running high knee.
Oh, and a spine buster. We saw Big Dave do the spine buster to Big Daddy V, and now Triple H busts one out against Big Show.
It's an evolution tactic to do it against some person with big in the name.
Yes, long-term booking right there. Yeah. Oh, Kozlov out to that steel floor.
Didn't sell it as good as Finley.
Right. This isn't just Triple H. This is 2009 Triple H that never lost ever, hardly, unless it was John Cena. So it's going to be pretty unstoppable here.
It's like Triple H was basically unstoppable for like 15 years of his career.
Right. So I think it's official now. Undertaker, like you said, started the 08 match. He was the first guy to in, and now he's going to be the last guy in. Now he's going to have the opposite end. He's got the, in my opinion, he's got the best.
He's got the MVP ticket.
Right, which didn't work for MVP, nor does it work for the Undertaker.
But at least he makes it to the final two.
He does. There's not one elimination chamber out of the three that he was in. He always at least finished second.
That's true.
Yeah.
He at least wins the silver.
Yes. If this was the Olympics, he would at least get silver. Oh, wow. Kozlov apparently went for a spear or a tackle and went head first into the glass window. Big Show with a side slam on Triple H. 2 count.
You're not going to put Triple H away with a side slam?
Come on.
2009 Triple H?
Right. Undertaker tapping the glass, watching the Big Show.
Jeff Hardy's still getting the crap kicked out of him.
I don't think Jeff Hardy's done a move since Edge was in the match. I don't think he's been on offense.
That's sad.
Yeah. I think, I wonder if Undertaker gets in this match. I don't think they eliminate anybody before Taker. I don't think. The last match was very eliminate a guy before the next guy comes. And this
That's
match,
true.
pretty much outside of Edge, this is like let everybody get into the match all at once.
His presence.
Oh, he press slams Triple H. Big Show does. Kozlov and Hardy are fighting in the corner. Undertaker pacing in his pod. Anybody want to go for a pin? That's the objective here. Anybody want to try a pinfall?
Apparently being press slammed from the Big Show, according to Taz, is like falling off the Space Needle.
They are in Seattle.
Yes, being press slammed by the Big Show though won't kill you.
No.
Falling off the Space Needle will.
I imagine so. Yes. Oh, Big Show with a stinger splash on Triple H against the Elimination Chamber wall, and it doesn't break.
I was just gonna say Triple H doesn't fall out.
Right. He just slammed Jeff Hardy into Triple H into the Elimination Chamber wall, and it did not break.
Oh, and Big Show falling right into the chamber door, and it did not break. That was definitely not supposed to happen the previous year with Taker.
Oh, Jeff Hardy and Triple H with a double team suplex on Kozlov.
Oh my God.
Jeff Hardy did a move. Oh, whisper in the wind on Triple H.
Jeff Hardy did a move.
He did a move, and now we're counting down to the Undertaker. The crowd was chanting Undertaker. They were ready for him.
You have to be ready for him. You know he's the last guy in.
He's kicking the door. The referees are slow to open it. And here he goes. He's going right for the Big Show, who he's been feuding with.
You got to go right for the Big Show.
Right.
No, right to Kozlov now.
We're gonna do a
Oh, well,
sloppy ass snake eyes
very sloppy ass snake eyes.
and a big boot.
Undertaker's he's pacing.
Oh, splash into one corner, running to the other corner on Jeff Hardy. Oh, he's gonna double choke slam Triple H and Jeff Hardy. What could go wrong?
Oh, big boot to him. Oh, Big Show.
Big Show stops it, which again is dumb. Don't you want these two guys to get eliminated? Why would you stop it?
Well, they never said Big Show is the smartest person alive.
No. Taker flying clothesline on Big Show.
Here goes.
I don't think we had an old school in the last match. So old school check. Here we go. I always say he misses these. Taker looking for the old school on Triple H.
Oh,
Oh, and he aborts to do a big splash on Big Show.
oh, DT.
DDTs him on the steel floor. So I guess it pays off, but he didn't hit the old school nonetheless. Oh, we're going back to the old school on Triple H.
Back to Triple H.
Will he hit it? Childhood me says he never hits this move ever.
And you've been wrong ever since.
I know, and he hit it, yeah.
Jeff Hardy gets a big boot. Oh, Kozlov just falls into the Undertaker.
What a great wrestler, Kozlov. Great. What a great wrestler.
What a great wrestler.
How is he not in the Hall of Fame? Yeah.
How does he have a pinfall victory over the Undertaker?
Uh-oh.
Not again.
Kozlov goes for the 10 punch. Taker's hands are below Kozlov's knee. You know what that means.
He just falls into it. What a great wrestler.
What a great wrestler.
I can't believe people have forgotten about the great Vladimir Kozlov. I mean, my God.
Oh, here goes Taker. Last ride. Last ride on Kozlov. 1, 2, 3.
Good. Undertaker gets his victory back.
First time Kozlov has ever been pinned in the WWE, right there.
Oh, here goes Big Show back.
Oh, and a huge choke slam on the Undertaker. But Triple H looks like he's setting up for something. Oh, pedigree?
No, backdrop. Oh,
ooh, backdrop on the steel grating. He could that could electrocute him, according to the last match.
Kozlov going out the hard way.
Oh, Jeff Hardy getting thrown into Triple H. I say they got to open the door to let Kozlov out. Big Show owns the match right now. All three of the faces are down. Just ramming Triple H into the chains. I'm surprised I just talked about in the last match. Big guys don't last that long. Big Show's lasted kind of long for the Big Show.
Yeah, usually he only lasts like maybe 5-10 minutes in a match.
Right. Jeff Hardy has somehow escaped to the top of the pod, and Big Show's trying to get at him.
Never mind.
Crotches him on the top of the pod. Oof.
How many times has Jeff Hardy's man parts been attacked in this match?
Right.
I'm surprised he's had children after this.
You're gonna defeat the world champion, and then we're gonna turn your man parts into egg salad for the rest of the entire match. I don't know what's going on here. Taker and Big Show are on the top rope. Jeff Hardy's on top of the pod.
Big suplex.
Superplex. Oh my gosh. Well, Jeff Hardy's on top of the pod. If I'm Jeff Hardy, I'm just going to stay up there and hope they forget about me until there's one guy left. Oh, Triple H with the pedigree. So we got a superplex by Taker, pedigree by Triple H.
We need the Jeff Hardy special.
Yeah, we need the Swanton.
A swanton bomb on top of a large structure.
Yeah, super Swanton. Boom.
Triple H is gonna steal the pin.
Right. And they just did this spot again. I've seen Elimination Chamber 2023 about 5 times now, thanks to my son. But they just did this on Bronson Reed, where everybody had to hit their special to get rid of the big guy.
They got that full charge momentum bar.
Right. Good for Big Show though. He went a long time for the Big Show. I didn't expect him to be in there that long.
Same.
Okay. Now we're down to the 3 fan favorites. Who's winning the belt? Who's winning Edge's belt?
Good question.
Oh, Taker getting his body shots in. The best pure striker in the game.
Wow.
Triple H with that Ric Flair sell diving over the top of the turnbuckle after the Irish whip. Oh, we're going for an old school on Jeff Hardy.
Will it connect?
So he's 1 for 2 against Triple H today. He aborted on that first one. Let's see if he hits it on Jeff Hardy. Oh,
Triple H. Oh man.
So he's 1 for 3 today. I'm
Again, why would you want to break up that move?
Right. Everybody's dumb in this match. Let it go. Yeah, let him do damage. Let him pin the other guy. Taker's man parts are now egg salad. Everybody should wear cups when they wrestle. I think that's the lesson that we've learned here.
Is that the lesson we've learned here? Oh, what a good sequence right there.
Poetry in motion.
Undertaker, right place, right time, just trying to get up.
Right. Jeff Hardy used him as a kind of a ladder.
Well, Jeff Hardy's gonna be getting a tombstone.
Picks him up as easy as I pick up my son. Boom. Tombstone City. Jeff Hardy gone.
And this little kid in the front row just absolutely pissed that Jeff Hardy's gone.
We're down to the finals that we thought we were.
Like, come on, kid. Was there any doubt who the final 2 would have been?
Right. We're how many years are we removed from that ladder match? 7 years removed?
Yeah.
And Undertaker's still getting the best of Jeff Hardy. Now I knew at age 20, what am I? 28 at this time. I knew there ain't no way, as much as I want him to win, there ain't no way we're beating 2009 Triple H for the world title.
There ain't no way we're beating 2009 Triple H for a world title.
No way. I mean, I was hoping for it, but I didn't think so.
Satan's Vacation House in Hell.
Is that what JR just called it?
Yeah. My question is, why would Satan need a vacation house in hell? That is where he lives.
Right, right. Well, that would be a staycation, you know?
Yeah, he needs a vacation.
Right.
Satan's Vacation House in Hell.
This is good. Your graphic for this watch along should be me and you, and then in between us should be the Satan from South Park. It should be in between us. That should be the There you go.
Satan structure.
Taker went for a big boot there, missed Triple H and caught the top rope.
Oh yeah, he's totally egg salad.
More egg salad, yes.
Well, one thing good about Jeff Hardy being eliminated is that his man parts are okay for the rest of the night.
He can ice pack his man parts, yeah. Triple H going to the top rope. Don't see this every day. Oh, right into a choke slam. That's why. That's like Undertaker hitting the top rope for that Macho Man elbow in the last match. Just don't.
Yeah, like what are you doing?
Right. 2 count only. Not going to beat him with a choke slam. It's 2009 Triple H. I don't know if you're going to beat him with a Buick. I don't know what's going to take to beat.
You're not gonna beat him with a Buick.
I don't know what it would take. I do like that they give these guys a good 7-8 minutes, kind of like the Royal Rumble, like to have that good final 2.
Mm.
Oh, here we go. There's some snake eyes. A good one, not like the Kozlov one.
A good one, not like the Kozlov one. Kozlov is such a good wrestler.
Right. Hall of Famer. Spine buster, 2 count. Undertaker hadn't had the WWE title. He's had the big gold belt, but he hasn't had the WWE title in 7 years at this point. He was so close.
I wonder if he would have won the championship, where would they have taken him at WrestleMania?
I remember thinking he could still, he could still in theory face Shawn Michaels, with the title. I mean, they could in theory still do that, but not to be.
I wonder if they would have had him maybe win the title here, maybe drop it in a couple weeks or something.
Right. And I guess in theory that match doesn't need the title, but the fan in me wanted him to have it. Oh, look, they did the finisher spot from last time with Batista flipping the tombstone over the top rope. And he tombstones Triple H. And I thought we were going to win the world title right here. I was like, oh my God, first time in 7 years. Here we go.
Right.
But unlike Batista, Triple H puts his foot on the. And Undertaker doesn't have any more finishers left, I don't think.
His momentum bar is spent.
Right. That is a cool little finish they came up with him and Batista, and then they recycled it here for a false finish. That was pretty cool. Apparently, I learned today the tombstone was previously done by Don the Rock Morocco in the 80s, and he called it the Hawaiian Hammer before it was the tombstone. I didn't know that. Triple H just hit a pedigree, so now the match looks like it's over the other way, and he's going to go for a cover.
Oh.
Triple H is going to kick out. This is like reminiscent of the last match where they both kicked out of power bombs, him and Batista.
This is like a preview of the WrestleMania match.
Right?
Everybody's kicking out of finishers.
What do we have left here?
They need to dig deep into the momentum bar and.
Right. They're either talking to each other right now through their long hair or they're hugging. Not really sure what's going on.
Probably both.
Triple H with a big right hand. Now Undertaker with a big right hand. Oh, now we're getting into a striking thing. I love that. That's a good idea.
You never go one-on-one with the best pure striker in the game.
Right. Yep. And sure enough, Taker throws a haymaker and Triple H is on the floor. Irish whip. Oh, here goes Triple H for the 10 punch. And where are Taker's hands? Below the knees, just
Are
like we
they?
saw
Oh my God! Did Triple H learn nothing?
from WrestleMania 17, right?
Did he learn nothing? Now, if I
Yeah.
was Triple H, I'd be like, hang on now. I'm getting out. I'm getting off this ropes.
He does. Look, he leapfrogs the last ride attempt, kick, and a pedigree number 2. I think that's going to do it for him.
That's just about it.
And Triple H learned from WrestleMania 17. Good point, Steven. Triple H is the cerebral assassin. He did his homework.
That's right.
Yeah.
You gotta learn, like, once Undertaker's arms are down and you're on top doing the 10 punch, he's doing the last ride.
Including, he did it earlier in this match. So even if Triple H forgot, he just saw him eliminate Kozlov that way. So there you go. Triple H wins his 13th world title. I think this is his second to last one. He'll only win it one more time after this.
That's crazy.
No. Unbelievable. And I'm probably at age 28, not all that happy right now. And I'm probably turning the TV off, pissed. I do think Triple H and Undertaker give each other a little look of respect here at the end of the pay-per-view before Triple H celebrates. It was a good final too. The Edge, as we know, was eliminated first, and Edge comes back later at night in the other Elimination Chamber for the World Heavyweight title. He beats up Kofi Kingston and interjects himself into the match, and he wins that that Elimination Chamber. So he enters the night as the WWE champion and loses it. He leaves the night as the World Heavyweight champion. So Edge had a pretty good night overall. Big Show goes on to WrestleMania 25 to take on Edge and Cena and to challenge for a championship. And at Backlash, they have that match. I think Big Show has the match, interferes in the Cena Edge match, and that's the one where he throws Cena into that big spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. I don't remember the match, but I remember that spot. And then Triple H is going to go on to face Randy Orton at WrestleMania 25 for the WWE title. And I'm kind of glad Undertaker didn't win the title, in that Undertaker went on to do something way better at WrestleMania with Shawn Michaels than that Randy Orton Triple H match could ever think of doing for the belt. So I guess in retrospect, I'm okay with not winning the belt. Jeff Hardy would face Matt Hardy at WrestleMania 25. He'd win the World Heavyweight Championship once later in the year, and he would leave the WWE after SummerSlam 2000. One of those times that he leaves. And then Kozlov, he suffered his first loss in the WWE, as we just watched. And then he will lose his first one-on-one match to HBK on Raw, and it was a match for the right to face the Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. So that's how close we were to Kozlov and the Undertaker. And then he's off to comedy with Santino and all that stuff after that. Taker will face HBK at WrestleMania 25. He will win the World Heavyweight title at the Hell in the Cell pay-per-view later in the year. And then he'll get HBK again, as we know, at WrestleMania 26.
So Undertaker loses out on becoming a WWE champion once more, but he gets the chance to be World Heavyweight Champion later on in the year.
That's right.
So that's good. That's good.
And we're off now to Elimination Chamber. The last one.
The last one. Our grand finale, our main event. Where World Heavyweight Champion The Undertaker defends his championship at the first ever Elimination Chamber pay-per-view back in 2010. And he is faced with a cast of characters in this chamber, probably his most diverse amount of challengers, where you really didn't think he was going to lose it. He's got CM Punk, he's got John Morrison, he's got R-Truth, Chris Jericho. you're like sitting there and looking at these superstars saying, you know what? Undertaker's retaining.
This is pre-pipe bomb CM Punk too, so it's not even like
Yes.
the Punk we know now, yeah, and it's I think his greatest opponent, as you know, Steven, that night is probably not any of these guys. His biggest opponent was probably the Pyro.
His that pyrotechnics can be a real pain in the ass.
Right. I think they said he was burned in his entrance up to 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And the pyro guy was kind of taken off set, fired immediately, and you never saw him again because Taker had warned him several times that, hey man, you're getting close with the pyro, knock it off. And he didn't knock it off. He got so close
Yep.
that he burned him at this pay-per-view. And uh I think Taker talks about he switched coats from his usual look is this action figure that we're holding up, the greatest hits action figure with the sleeveless, I don't know, Batman entrance cloak. That's what he was doing in 2010. But Taker said he changed last minute because this one, as you can see, it doesn't really show what's underneath. It doesn't show his clothes. And he liked to show off the belt when he was champion. So he switched real quick to his more classic trench coat because that opens in the middle and you would see the belt when he was walking down the aisle. And he's like, thank God I switched to the regular coat last minute like that because it saved my arms. The other coat that I was wearing at the time was sleeveless, and I would have been burned a lot more even than I already was if I didn't switch coats last second to show off the title. So the title kind of saved the Undertaker a little bit on this entrance. But yeah, that guy was fired and never seen again because they were afraid Taker was going to physically dismantle this guy after the match because he had warned him a couple times, keep the pyro away from me, and he did not do that. So
He did not heed that warning.
his greatest opponent was probably the pyro that night. And I think Michael Cole, during the entrance, you see Undertaker, they don't really have a close-up angle of it. It's just an angle from the ring, and you see all this pyro. You can't really see where Taker is, but the next shot, you see the Undertaker mall walking down, like Undertaker of all people is mall walking down the aisle, taking his coat and his hat off very quickly and throwing it down on the floor and getting ready to get into the Elimination Chamber. And Michael Cole's like, I don't remember him ever coming to the ring like that. He's just so focused tonight. Michael Cole has no idea what happened, but it was because he needed to get that coat and that hat off ASAP because he was, burning alive. No big deal.
Just burning alive.
Right. And I think they show CM Punk is doing his cult Jesus thing at the time with the Straight Edge Society. So he's cutting a promo when he walks down for his entrance. And you can kind of see Taker in the background in his pod, like kneeling down and like pouring water on himself to like cool himself down a little bit, I'm sure, because his flesh is just like bubbling. It's gross.
Oh,
But I agree
horrible.
with you. I think he had everybody in this match covered. I mean, 2010 Jericho was pretty damn good. I mean, maybe 2010 Jericho, which again, you can usually predict the final two. That's going to be our final two. But nobody else in this match really has a chance to, go on to WrestleMania as the world heavyweight champion. Let's be real.
Yeah, R-Truth, John Morrison, Rey Mysterio, and CM Punk, not in 2010.
Nope. let me see where I'm set up. I am set up at, this is closing the show, by the way, 2 hours and 2 minutes and 23 seconds, 2:02:23.
Okay, hang on.
That's where we have our starting two is the CM Punk and R-Truth starting it off here. Undertaker is once again in a pod, so he's not starting like he did in 2008.
Well, he picked a good number. Because can you imagine being burned and then having to start this match?
Right, yeah, I respect him for just he got burned and then has to sit in this pod for 30 minutes or however long until he can wrestle. Like, that's bad too. It's all
Yeah.
bad.
Okay, so season 1, episode 1, the Elimination Chamber 2010. We are queued up at 2:02:23.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
ready?
Always.
Okay. Then we shall count it down for 3, 2, 1, play.
Good. CM Punk and R-Truth. R-Truth is filler, absolute filler. But you know what you got to say about R-Truth? He's never a serious threat for the world title, but that man's been around for like 15 years. He's made a career of it, right?
I would think so.
Right. US title holder, 24/7 title holder. I think he's won the tag belts. I mean, the man's been around a while. Probably going to be a Hall of Famer, I would guess, just because of his longevity. Probably.
Probably.
Oh, CM Punk hooking both legs, but it's still way too early to get a count. Taker on his knees there. Good for him, man. The Undertaker is so professional, getting burned and like not really breaking character, and he's still. He never entertained not doing the match. Just unbelievable. There's hurt and then there's injured. Injured is where you can't do, you can't perform. Hurt is where it sucks, but you can still perform. So Taker's, I guess he's just hurt.
Well, Taker's a consummate professional.
Of course. Ooh, slingshot. Truth slingshots CM Punk into the side of the cell there, or the chamber.
He's been
Chamber.
through broken orbital bones, his optic nerve resting on a fragment of bone,
Right.
broken ribs, broken feet, broken everything. So what's a little third degree bubbling flesh?
Gross. And I don't know about you. I am a baby with sunburn. I am the biggest baby ever. Like, could you imagine an actual burn? Oh,
yeah.
like it's almost like if I have sunburn, it's almost like I have the flu, because I want to lay in the dark in bed for 3 days until it starts to like feel better. I'm such a baby with that. I can only imagine having third degree burns. No thanks.
No, thank you. I always remember the next night on Raw when Shawn Michaels challenges him, and Undertaker's in this cloak, and you can see like all like his flesh is all like orange and like peeling, and he's got all like kinds of cream on him.
Yeah, it's almost like, I don't know if it's a makeup, they were trying to cover it up, but it's almost like, looks like he is a dead body at the funeral home. Like, he just doesn't look natural in spots because they were trying to cover up giant burns.
Yeah. He's got all kinds of makeup, he's got all kinds of cream and everything on him. His flesh is just like peeling.
It's crazy because I really can't. I know he's moving and wrestling, and during this match, you can't really tell any close-ups that they have of him. You can't really tell where he's burned too much. But yeah, definitely the next day you can tell there's something wrong. Boom, go to sleep on Truth. While we were discussing everything, we missed the R-Truth CM Punk one-on-one match.
Oh well, no
Punk
words.
just disposed of him in about 4 minutes. So R-Truth has been eliminated. And then again, in a Elimination Chamber, that's like the Royal Rumble. They don't bring the next guy out because you got rid of somebody. You still have to wait the allotted time. So
it's just enough time for a CM Punk Sermon on the Mount.
Yeah. They Serena Deeb gave him the mic. And he's cutting promos on a lot of the people in the pod, including Undertaker. Yeah. I'm gonna make you tap out just like you did before. I don't remember him doing that, but he must have at some point.
Remember they had that screw job in Montreal?
Okay.
That what was it, a breaking point or something?
Oh yeah. Yep. I love him acting like a TV evangelist and telling people to put their hand on the screen.
A televangelist.
Here we go. 7, 6, 5. So who's going to join CM Punk? Taker, Ray, Chris Jericho, or Jomo.
Or Jomo.
Jomo. Oh, here comes Rey Mysterio.
I wonder if Undertaker was always the one scheduled to be at last, or did they pivot because of that thing?
No idea. I know Ray. I hear Ray and Punk are feuding. I mean, I think they're WrestleMania opponents next month after this. But I know Ray is one of Alex's favorite wrestlers. Alex Dorio of Talking Taker fame. I respect the hell out of Ray. I understand everything he's accomplished. He's just never been for me. Like I don't get the hype. Definitely
Same.
gifted athletically, but not for me.
I agree. He's never been my thing.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, I
probably
guess
gonna lose. I'm probably gonna lose so many subscribers over that.
he's a former world champion, so I guess he could, credibility wise, he could win this match, but I never saw it, you know. Two count off the power slam for CM Punk. Going for the GTS, but I think Ray is gonna, yeah, he's gonna reverse that. Almost got a 3 on Punk. Oh, I can hear Matt Stryker doing commentary. I forgot. So this is 2010. So Matt Stryker is in the WWE. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's still there.
Right? Oh, Punk just ramming Rey Mysterio into the side of the wall there, the Elimination Chamber wall. Even that close up right there at Taker, I didn't see anything that looked overtly terrible. He doesn't look like the Phantom of the Opera or anything. I can't tell, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I would expect Rey Mysterio and CM Punk to go the distance. I don't think that's going to be a fast elimination. Oh, CM Punk threw Rey Mysterio into the post, but he's Rey Mysterio, so he threw him so hard he passed the post and rammed his head first into the glass of the pod. What do you want me to do? Oh.
Oh, and see, it didn't break as well as the Undertaker did when Finley threw him in it.
Right.
Because Ray is like 1/3 that weight of the Undertaker.
Right. Ray from the top rope. I mean, that's he's home at the top rope. Oh my gosh, he's gonna go to the top of the pod here.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna go to the top of the pod here.
Oh, Punk's on it though. Punk's on top of it. Here we go. What is this gonna be? Fireman's carry on the top rope.
Is it gonna be a go to sleep?
Wow, go to sleep permanently off the top rope.
Just a go to sleep on the top rope.
And they backed out of it.
You can tear a tendon on there.
That's a bass. That's always a big buzzkill when they look like they're gonna do something super crazy and then they just don't. I don't know.
Super crazy?
No, not the wrestlers.
Okay.
Oh, Hurricane Rana throwing Punk onto the dreaded steel grating. And then Ray with a big splash. And that does it for CM Punk.
He's done. He's out of here.
Yeah, that steel grating will get you every time, Steve.
It does. It does. Look at what it did to Big Daddy V and Finley.
Right. Hurricane Rana onto the big the steel grating, and then he did a big splash off the top rope. And that's enough to eliminate, pre-pipe bomb mid-card CM Punk.
Pre-pipe bomb mid-card CM Punk.
So and this is good timing. Here comes the next person.
Wow, that was quick.
It was really good time. They had a 5-minute match, and here comes Chris Jericho. Jericho with the short hair, but he's not doing the short hair and the tie thing. I think he's already done that. That was 2008. This is more of the short hair, but he's still wearing the glittery spandex tights, regular trunks.
Short hair, out of shape Jericho.
Yes, I would say that's probably astute. Yep. But this is 2010, so his pecs are a little bit more together than they are now. When you watch
His pecs are a little bit more together.
more than when you watch AEW, it looks like Admiral Akbar. They've like separated. It's like Moses parting the Red Sea, It looks bad. I think he said that's 30 years of taking chops. That's what it does to your muscles, apparently.
Okay, yeah, good excuse.
I guess. 619, I think, by Rey Mysterio there.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Oh,
Spider-Man. Not the steel grating again.
Spider-Man's on the Elimination Chamber wall, but Jericho throws him off of that, and Rey crashes down on the dreaded steel grating. Is this the end of Rey Mysterio?
Rey Mysterio had everything going his way, apparently.
Boom. Jericho just whipped him into that Elimination Chamber wall again. It did not give way. Jericho lazy cover. Not going to happen.
Undertaker just surveying the damage.
Yep, just chilling, burning alive, just waiting his turn. I don't feel like he does. I don't see anything on his face.
Can you imagine just standing there burning alive?
Right, you can't seek treatment or do anything. I mean, you're out there in front of everybody. You're the Undertaker, so you have to no sell it. It's not like he can sit there in the pod in the fetal position in front of everybody for half an hour, Taker wearing the he's wearing the red Batwing
Yes.
pants,
which is wonderfully shown here on our greatest hits Elite Undertaker figure, now available in Walmart stores nationwide.
I hate to throw him under the bus, but don't be an Alex Dorio who's still looking for it. We've had it for how long have we had it, Steven?
6 months?
It's been like 6 months that we've had it from ringside, but I know Alex was on the fence about it. Didn't know if he wanted to pay the $5 or so extra bucks to get it because he was kind of so on
when
the
ringside had their sale in like Christmas, he was like down to 15.
They did. That's how I got Stephanie. Yeah. So I remember there was some sales. Yeah. So you could have got it then.
Yeah. Good luck finding him at Walmart.
Yeah. Well, he's got a couple friends looking. We'll see what happens.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I mean, for everybody else who doesn't have us looking for him,
I got that.
Good luck finding it at Walmart.
That Florida, South Carolina, Minnesota pipeline. Problem is I'm not going to Walmart a lot right now because I'm not looking for anything Walmart related right now for figures. So I'm not in there a lot. Jericho and Rey are still going at it. Oh boy. Rey had like a chokehold on him, but I think it's going to be reversed here into the walls. Oh, there you go. Walls of Jericho. Will Ray tap out like a gutless coward? Undertaker's burning alive and he's not tapping out.
Yeah, Undertaker is literally burning alive.
So the timer expires here. So Jericho's got the walls on Ray, and we're waiting on Undertaker or Jomo to come in last or come in second to last. And it's going to be Jomo. Here's a dumb moment in wrestling. Jomo charges Jericho, who lets go of the walls. Why wouldn't Jomo just let him make Ray tap out? Why would you charge at the guy and make him break his hold? That's the dumbest thing ever.
All beauty, no brains.
Right. That's true.
Oh, the dreaded steels.
Steel grating. Chris Jericho is going to be out of commission for a little while. Oh, Jomo with a kick to the face on Ray.
Oh, the dreaded steel grating again.
Maybe the greatest opponent in this match isn't the fireworks. Maybe it was the dreaded steel grating.
Undertaker still burning alive.
Right. That's 5 minutes per guy. I mean, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's been at least 20, 25 minutes just hanging out in there. Jericho and Jomo are taking their turn in the ring with Ray taking a dirt nap. I would have bet probably my paycheck if you were like, hey, it's Ray, Jomo, Chris Jericho, who's going to get eliminated next? I would have probably put my paycheck on Jomo. And I don't think it is Jomo that gets eliminated next. Oh, dreaded steel grating.
Oh.
So this match is a little light on the egg salad groin area and a little heavy on the steel grating compared to the last match. Watching Jericho and Rey Mysterio, this is like an episode of Nitro 10 years prior to this, right?
Wow. Just bring up all the bad memories.
Right. Morrison, a former Tough Enough winner. I think I was texting you and Alex right before we hit record that I just bought Tough Enough season 1 on DVD because I'm a mark.
Why?
I don't know. I've just been going through like wrestling DVDs and Blu-rays, like stuff that I don't own. I'm like, I should get that one. Like, and yeah, and then Alex mentioned it's on Peacock, so now I don't know why I bought the DVD.
That was a choice.
Right.
I'm just gonna buy Tough Enough season 1.
I gotta tell you, I've been on a kick of Jericho's pinning Mysterio here. I've been on a kick of bad reality shows. So I watched Tommy Lee Goes to College. I rewatched that in 2005. Recently, I've also currently rewatching the Joe Schmo Show.
I remember the Joe Schmo Show.
2003. I'm rewatching that right now. So I'm kind of on a bad reality show kick, and Tough Enough falls right in there.
Well, to each his own.
Right. I shouldn't wait for you to come over for that rewatch.
I think I'm good.
We could do a whole series on Tough Enough.
Wow. Just watch Maven win it again.
Yeah, I think John Morrison was, what was he? Season 2, I think.
Yes, I think he was season 2 or 3.
I loved the hell out of Tough Enough when it was going on. Jomo reverses Ray's finisher into his finisher, the Starship Pain. And believe it or not, Rey Mysterio is going to get eliminated clean to John Morrison. Aided, of course, by the dreaded steel grating, but still,
of course.
Starship Pain puts him away. I would have put my money on Jomo being next, but it's Ray getting his walking papers here right before the Undertaker comes in. So John Morrison and Jericho get a little bit of time here alone, and then Undertaker's going to be next.
That dreaded steel grating.
Of course. There'll probably be a mention on my my tweet for the show.
Oh, it has to be.
Steven and I talk about the dreaded steel grating.
The dreaded steel grating.
Always Jericho's trying to get Jomo in the walls. Oh, Jomo's in the walls. He had Ray in there earlier, and Jomo broke it up. Dumb. And here we go again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Everybody's cheering. Taker's pounding the glass. Just let Jericho make the guy tap out. Do not break the hold, sir. And here comes Taker, and Jericho lets off the hold. Stupid. Dumb.
Undertaker's just glistening from water.
Right? Taker's moving the same, doing his splashes in the corner on Jericho, doing a little snake eyes and big boot. He's hitting all the greatest hits.
Yeah. All the greatest hits.
Greatest hits figure. Yeah, that's right. And a leg drop on Jericho. If this was Hulk Hogan, Jericho would be dead.
Yeah. Well, Hulk Hogan has the atomic leg drop.
Oh, true.
So
yes.
it has a little more power to it.
Taker going for a choke slam.
Double choke slam.
This did not work against Jeff Hardy and Triple H in the last match. It's not going to work here.
It won't work again.
Double suplex.
Oh, on his burning flesh.
Yeah. That just makes, I don't have any basis for comparison other than taking bumps like that while sunburned, and that already makes me sick.
No, not the dreaded steel grating.
Dreaded steel grating on burnt flesh. Double.
Undertaker's literally burning alive. And we are going to hit the 2-hour mark on here soon.
I knew this would be a long one just because Elimination Chambers are so long. Jericho's got blood on his face. I'm not sure where from. It's funny because Taker won that first one.
Yeah.
That we watched, and then he lost the 09 match to Triple H. He lost. And then in this one, he loses the title. Like, it got progressively worse every time.
Yeah. He wins a match to get a shot at the title, and he loses the next two ones that include titles.
Right. I did love this spot here where Jericho
tries to, he just rips the thing right off the.
Yeah, Jericho tries to hide in a pod from the Undertaker, who tears the door off the hinges like Kane in the Hell in a Cell. What did their house look like growing up? My God, they can't use doors. I don't think that was supposed to happen.
Probably not. Undertaker's just running on pure adrenaline right now.
Right, and he's legit probably pissed. So Jericho's taking a dirt nap, and now it's time to beat up on John Morrison.
Undertaker's so pissed, he's just taking it out on the people here. Taking it out on the doors. He's taking it out on the participants.
2 splashes. Snake eyes.
Big boot. No.
Boot gets reversed.
Oh, no. His injured right ankle.
Oh, pre-existing injury. Oh, he just can't get up for that Starship Pain fast enough. That took out Rey Mysterio. Split-legged moonsault, and he got the knees up. Jericho's still dead in the pod, apparently. Oh no, he's getting up slowly.
Oh, they fixed the door.
They did fix the door. Good for them. Ah! Taker sits up like Michael Myers, and Jericho's back in the pod with the door shut. I love it. Basically a one-on-one match with the Undertaker and John Morrison, and I like the Undertaker's odds.
Undertaker looks groggy. Well, he's just been kicked in the skull and burned alive.
Right? Matt Stryker says at some point on commentary, he says, Taker's burning with desire right now. And I was like, I don't think he's burning, but it ain't with desire.
It's like, Matt Stryker, you don't know how true your words are.
Right? Oh. Jericho's trying to keep his door shut as the Undertaker throws John Morrison into the door.
Just give Jericho some company.
That's amazing. Taker looks like he's going to try to powerbomb Jomo. I don't think that's going to work out in the steel grating.
It's that dreaded steel grating. Oh, now here's Jericho.
Jericho, that coward. Striking when the Undertaker was busy with John Morrison. Ooh. Jericho
Oh,
threw him into the pot, and Taker broke the glass again, I think.
he's
Boom. Oh,
that dreaded steel grating.
that's the MVP of this match.
It really is. But where is MVP? If it's the MVP of the match, where's MVP?
Where is the real MVP?
Yes. Would the real MVP please stand up?
Okay, now I'm laying my paycheck on John Morrison's got to be next, right? There's
How
no
many times are you laying down your paycheck?
I'm laying down the next paycheck. There we go. Undertaker choke slam on the dreaded
Oh,
rating to John Morrison. That's got to be it, folks.
it has to be.
Stick a fork in
Absolutely
him.
has to be. Stick a fork in it. He's done.
Jericho finally is smart and somebody who's just going to stay in the corner and watch the pinfall happen. Dreaded steel grating.
Dreaded steel grating.
We're down to Jericho and the Undertaker. And the straps are coming down, even though we're burnt to death. And when the straps come down, now you can see some pink in between.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You can see a little pink. I mean, I'm sure it's worse than it looks, but that's the only pink I see. But now I can tell something at least.
And, maybe people are thinking, oh, it's that dreaded steel grating.
Yeah, we don't know if that was the fireworks or the dreaded steel grating. We don't know what did that to his chest. Jericho looks like, how in the hell am I going to get through this?
Oh, with the help of Shawn Michaels, probably.
Oh, of course. Who's hiding under the dreaded steel grating? Yes. Anytime that they ever act like in a big cage match, like it's Undertaker and a smaller guy, and that smaller guy is not going to live. Anytime they do that, Taker loses. And I remember they did that for the Hell in a Cell with Shawn Michaels. They're doing it here on commentary, acting like Jericho has no chance. And he does. Oh, big knee lift by the Undertaker. Taker's up on the top rope, and here comes Jericho. This is great. Taker with a burned chest is going to take a superplex here.
not only a superplex, but he's gonna put the walls of Jericho on him soon.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, when he puts the walls of Jericho on, I mean, I maybe I'm just seeing stuff that I want to see, but like, it's almost Taker like keeps his arm under his chest, almost like he's like, I'm not laying down with my burnt chest directly on the mat. Like I'm gonna block it with my arm a little bit. He kind of lays weird when he gets the walls on him. And I wonder if that's because of his burn. Cover here. No, not at all.
I never would have guessed that Jericho would eventually beat him here.
This is one of the combinations I wanted to see as the Undertaker started getting through the roster on the streak. I was like, him and Jericho have never really feuded or touched. Him and Jericho was something I wanted at WrestleMania. I thought that would have been a hell of a WrestleMania match, but this is as close as they ever get. I think it was in 2011 they were talking about, oh, possibly Taker and Wade Barrett, and I'm like,
Oh
no,
my God.
put Jericho in there. And then of course it ended up being Triple H anyway. It didn't matter, but
Undertaker and Wade Barrett.
right, he was leading the Nexus at the time. Here we go. Walls of Jericho. Watch Undertaker like keep that arm under himself. Like he's like, no, I'm gonna lay weirdly because I'm not putting my flesh directly on that canvas. No chance. Which, you know, watching this live, I probably was like, why is he taking this like a weirdo? But now I know what I know. I'm like, oh yeah, good call. Keep that belly off the mat.
Why is he taking this like a weirdo?
Right. And you know, Jericho, we gotta love this, like trying to make him tap. The Undertaker has literally never tapped. Like, not that I recall. Uh-oh, Taker's reversing. Oh, Hell's Gate.
No.
Hell's Gate could be the ball game. Jericho, stop touching my chest, please.
Jericho, stop touching my chest, please.
All right. Taker just sat up. Oh, they're gonna try that tombstone over the top rope spot. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
third year in a row.
Third year in a row.
Jericho, though, reverses it into a code breaker. That was pretty cool.
He's watched the last two chambers.
Right. He's done his homework. He is the cerebral assassin this time around. You know what we haven't seen yet, Steven?
What have we seen?
We have not seen a 10-punch spot into the last ride. And that's like a quota. You have to hit that.
That's a staple.
Jericho false finish, can't put away the Undertaker. What's it gonna take here if it's not the code breaker?
It's a 10 punch in the corner, I'm sure.
Right. Oh, here we are in the corner. Oh, punching him right in the chest. Oh, 10 punch.
Here we go.
Taker's hands are where? Below Jericho's knees. This will be the fourth 10 punch we've seen in 3 matches. Into the last ride. Boom. Oh, but Taker can't get the cover right away because he's just too fatigued.
He's been burned.
I think the last ride hurt more when he was Biker Taker. Like, now that he's the dead man, the tombstone is clearly back in play.
The last ride is just a signature move.
Right. Yes.
It's not a finisher.
The setup. Yeah. Taker has some like white stuff like stuck in his goatee, and I don't know if that's dead skin, but it's making me dry heave a little bit.
Yeah, that's flesh.
Yeah, that makes me dry heave a little bit. I'm gonna go puke. I'll be back. Oh, here comes HBK out of the dreaded steel grating.
Oh my God.
Sweet chin music with cowboy boots on. And HBK is just gonna stand over Taker, and Jericho's very shocked, showing that they're not in cahoots. Jericho didn't know about this.
He's in cahoots.
They're not in cahoots. Jericho gets the quick cowardly cover for the world championship, and Shawn Michaels hasn't moved. And I don't think he moves until they sign off after the pay-per-view goes off the air. Jericho takes the belt and gets the hell out of Dodge. And Shawn had been trying to get Undertaker's attention. He's wanted a rematch since I think the Slammies in December, and Taker wasn't paying him any mind, not answering, telling him no. And so Shawn had to go out and get his attention. And that's costing him his last world title. Undertaker will never get the world title back after today.
How disappointing.
I think I'm going to cry.
So where did all these people end up after the match?
So R-Truth teams with Jomo to challenge Show Miz for the tag belts at WrestleMania 26.
Jesus.
He goes on to, unsuccessfully, thank God. And he goes on to win the U.S. title later in the year in 2010. Jomo, of course, teams with Truth to challenge for the tag belts at WrestleMania 26. And then he's going to go on to team with Trish Stratus and Snooki at WrestleMania 28. Do you remember that match? With
Oh my God.
That was a dumpster fire. Ray is going to face CM Punk at WrestleMania 26. He's going to win his second World Heavyweight Championship at the Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view. Something I didn't remember when I read it. He wins the WWE title for a few minutes on 7/25/2011. I don't remember that at all.
Me either.
Punk faces Ray at WrestleMania 26, obviously. He goes on to form the new Nexus after that, and he's off to do his pipe bomb promo in 2011, 1 year after this. Jericho will face Edge at WrestleMania 26 for the world title and retain it. He's going to leave WWE for over a year, and then he's going to face CM Punk at WrestleMania 28. And as we know, The Undertaker faces HBK and retires him at WrestleMania 26. He's going to have his final Kane feud in 2010 and be in that vegetative state.
Oh my God.
And then he's going to face Triple H at WrestleMania 27. I think Alex Dorio was there live for that one.
Oh my God. The final Kane feud. Not only that, he gets his orbital bone broken again and his nose broken by Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, he says it was Rey Mysterio's bony ass.
Yeah,
right. Broke his face, and that's why he had to go in a vegetative state for all those months.
Yeah, which I'll be talking about in my next podcast episode and the Undertaker news section, where he talked about Rey Mysterio's bony ass.
Bony ass, yeah. Spoiler. I can't. Is this the week for the mothership or next week?
Yeah, should be.
Love it. Love the mothership.
Yeah, should be.
Usually the mothership, I listen to that while I'm either shoveling snow because I live up here.
Oh God.
Or cleaning my part of the house. So probably when I'm cleaning house tomorrow or Sunday, I'll listen to the mothership. So toys.
Yes.
We usually bookend this with toys. Of course, we both have our greatest hits elite. I think that captures the 2010 at least Undertaker pretty well with that. As we talked about the Batwing, red Batwing pants. And the coat he did not wear that night because he wanted to show off the belt. It probably saved his arms. And I thought the other one to bring up, I know you probably are on top of this. I did not know, Steven, that there is a Mattel 2010 Elimination Chamber figure specifically stated to look like the Undertaker from this night that we just watched. And he's got the straps down and the BSK tattoo showing.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. If they were any kind of toy makers like they are now, they would put the pink spot on his in between his boobs there.
I think you need that figure in your collection.
Is it? I was going to ask you. I haven't looked. It's one of those things I was going to search eBay for, but I got too distracted with Tough Enough season 1. But what is it? Is it too bad on eBay? Is it attainable, or is it like $50 or $100 or something crazy?
I don't know. It's not something I look into because I already have it.
You have it, yeah. You don't clock it every day.
I don't clock it every day.
You You got a birthday coming up in 9 months.
Yeah, that's right. I got a birthday coming up in 9 months. Well, I should look for something I already have.
That figure reminds me a lot of the WCW Tag Team Champion ringside exclusive because I haven't seen the straps down too much
Hmm.
on a figure like that. So that was kind of cool to see that they had that Elimination Chamber 2010 figure. And
Yeah,
I think the posters on the back of the box and everything. So it's specifically for that day. So I thought that was the other one to bring up.
yeah. Exactly what I was going to bring up too.
I am going to search eBay after we get off the air and
I
see.
think you should.
You're a bad influence,
I
sir.
know I am.
Stuff
Well,
shows up to the house and my wife's gonna be like, why?
I'm
That's
I'm just buying because the baby's making me nervous.
right, right. This is my postpartum man emotion, you know?
Exactly. Well, um, it's been a fun long ride of Elimination Chamber matches. I wonder what we have planned for March. We have to figure that out. And yeah, if anybody's listening that is in the hunt for the greatest hits Elite Undertaker, it is hitting Walmart stores now with the WrestleMania shipper because Ringside is sold out. So make sure to grab it while you can. And
It's a good fic. Like I when you texted me pictures of the renders and everything when they said, "Oh, this is the one it's going to be," I remember being like, "Do I need this one? I might pass on it." And now that I have it in my hot little hand, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm glad I picked it up."
yeah, and he's
Yeah.
going to be in Greatest Hits series too. So
Do we know what that one is yet? Not yet.
no, no,
Dang.
I know, but I'll take any new Undertaker figure they can put out.
Now, seeing what I know now is I won't wait. I'll do ringside and get it right away. I won't wait. I mean, my God, it's going to be 6, 8 months before normal people will get it.
Yeah, those normal people,
Those normies. We call them normies. Yeah.
normies. Anything else to add before we sign off?
No, sir. It was a long one, but a good one.
Yes,
I
it
look
has.
good.
Yes, it has been. So we won't subject the people to this long ass matches next month. We'll try to pick something two or less.
Yes. And something that's hopefully not 30 minutes a piece, but that's
Yeah,
just the nature of the beast with the
it is.
Elimination Chamber.
Especially
Yep.
when we get to the Hell in the Cells.
Yeah. It's going to be that way again.
Yeah. Well, creatures of the night, you've made it this far. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you are watching on YouTube, or hit subscribe and leave me a 5-star review if you are listening on the podcast. Make sure to follow Randy on Twitter at Pokey's Little Dog, and make sure to follow me on Twitter at Collect Up Dead and on Instagram at Collecting Dead Man. Want to thank you again, Randy, for joining me here for a very long but a very fun look back at the Undertaker's gimmick matches history at the Elimination Chamber, where he now stands at 1-2 in his Elimination Chamber record. It's a shame he can't do 2-2, but we know that ship has sailed. But yeah, thank you for joining me here. Thank you for this talk on the Undertaker's greatest hits. I'm glad I've been such a bad influence that you're going to take a look at that Elimination Chamber basic figure. And can't wait until next month.
Yeah, next month. Thanks for having me. And next month, I'll have the Elimination Chamber figure standing right here in front of me.
There you go.
Yes.
Well, as always, Randy, it is a pleasure. I look forward to the group texts. And here's to SummerSlam in Detroit eventually.
We're going to do it.
And Creatures of the Night will be back next month. Same Taker time, same Taker channel. As we keep on rolling, baby. Until next time.